Hey, what's up gamers? It's Zycath here, picking up from where we left off in our last episode. If you remember, we ended up basing here on Coastal Highway just for the night. We are looking a little worse for wear in some places, really good in others. We've gotten really lucky in finding both a hatchet and a revolver. Got a couple of shots for it, right? So we're looking good in those departments. One of the ones that has got me a little bit more worried, though, is currently our food situation. So we've got to find something to eat. And there's two direct paths that I'm thinking of going. We could either continue to go this way, or we can go up this bridge right here. I'm thinking this is probably a good opportunity for us to use some of that charcoal. We will need to continue to hover around this little shack for just a moment, as it is still much too cold for us to stay outside. You can see just in the 1 minute that we've been out here, all of our temp is almost gone. So let's go ahead, take the charcoal that's here. We got 3 pieces. Thinking if we'll just go ahead. This looks like a good spot to survey from. And we need to get back inside. Here we can get these reishi right here real quick. Now in their current form we cannot just eat the reishi. We can brew them into a tea. Which
freezing.
Yeah, freezing. Might be something we want to do. Okay, so let's take just a second in here. Use this time, craft some reishi, pass a little bit of time productively. No, that is still not a lot of warmth restored, so I'm thinking we should go ahead and also take a quick little nap. The bed will warm us up considerably. Yep, and hopefully it will be a little bit warmer outside now. Let's even take the time, break down this crate, get a piece of reclaimed firewood. Trying to make sure that there's nothing that we've left in here. Okay, so let's check out the map real quick. So we've explored along here pretty well. I think let's venture up here just a little bit. And then if we can't find anything up here, we'll come back down this way. Travel along the road. Now, I am going to assume if we go out to the worlds, we're on Coastal Highway. So I feel like if we travel north-ish, take us to Pleasant Valley. Yeah, maybe if we can get like a nice start in Pleasant Valley, then we can come back here, go through the ravine to Mystery Lake. It's kind of the direction that I'm thinking. At least for getting a start, it would be nice if we can work our way to an area that I am more familiar with. So we'll go ahead and take a bit of a risk here. I don't think I can get up that without a sprain. We are starting to get into the warmer part of the day, so you can see right here we're protected from the wind. It's what that icon up in the top means, the little gust of wind with a shield. So thankfully we're not losing temp as fast as we would. I would like just to check up here real quick. I'm not seeing any points of interest. Oh, this is a really good find. I can't remember if it's, what is it, maple maybe? Yep, a maple sapling. Used for crafting or repair, particularly what it can be used for that is of interest to me. So we could use it to make a bow. Sounds like we've got a waterfall
Can't
up
feel
here.
my hands.
As you guys know, where there is water, there is often there's a lot of time walking, risking a sprain. Yep, not some water up here, but as we know where there's water, there are cattails. So this will give us just a little bit of nourishment to help us keep moving on.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Okay. So since we're protected from the wind right here, I think this will be a good place to put down a little campfire. And let's go ahead. We will use the light a torch trick. Let's see. Yep, because as you can see right here, we've only got a 40% chance to start a fire. This is one of the situations where it's really nice to use a torch, because for comparison, using one match versus like 2 or 3 matches to get this fire going, right? Sure enough, we get it first try though.
Fire's life out here.
Yep, so let's add a little bit of fuel. Add some sticks, add a piece of our reclaimed wood. Now surely to goodness. Okay, the fire is warming up. Yep, we'll be able to warm up. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit of extra firewood if we can. I don't see any directly around here though, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, just is what it is. Add another piece of the reclaimed wood. Add another stick. Now we can see our temperature is going back up. See if we have anything else that we can do in crafting right now. We don't want to use our sticks for tinder plugs. Beautiful. And then I'm actually going to do our first bit of cooking. So we could make some acorns. You can see they're not a very good food source though. What I'd actually like to do is make a reishi tea. Going to be a little bit of calories, but more importantly than that, drinking a hot beverage is actually going to give us the warming up bonus, which will actually allow us to explore a little bit more while we wait for the day to warm up. Go ahead and pass time until it's ready. Go ahead and drink this. We'll also get a rose hip tea going. You can see we've got the little blue plus sign. That's the warming up buff. very nice if we were able to double boil or something similar to that. Go and pass time until that's ready. We'll take this one with us. Get a little bit more water going. So here we go. Rosehip teas make for an effective natural painkiller. Go ahead and drop it on the ground. You can see it is 30 minutes until it is burned. That's what we will go ahead and do. Do that, and then we will just juggle the teas, as the guy on how you like to watch on YouTube calls it. Then I'm going to take a torch, light this torch to take the fire with us. Take all of our stuff with us. And we'll continue exploring. So even with the warming up buff, you can see that we are still, losing temp, but not as bad as it could be. So there we go. Warming up has expired. However, it really helped us to warm up right there. So. Did use a lot of our firewood there, so we just need to keep an eye out for sticks, branches, anything else of that nature. Let's get our way onto this little bridge. I want to see what's up here. Took a little bit of fall damage there, I think. Nothing bad though, nothing enough to cause a sprain. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that torch there just as a bit of a marker so we know where we've came from. Gosh, this place is beautiful, isn't it? Wow. Don't know what that is out there. Okay, there we go. Thought I'd got myself stuck on the other side of that. I don't know. This could lead to nothing, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it'll lead to something. There's a couple of things that I'd really like to find as a food source. If we could find, let's say for example, a rabbit, just a couple of cans of food or something similar. I feel like that would really get us set for the day. That's a deer. Don't quite think we're equipped to deal with any deer at the moment. I think this would be a very good opportunity for us to let's go ahead. But we do have a trailer over there. Not entirely sure, because I don't see it myself. We do have some rabbits.
Can't feel my feet.
Burdock root. Okay, so these are the rabbits. Missed him. Had to take a second shot, right? hurt your eyes. Very nice. Very, very good. Okay. Burdock root. Let's go ahead and take the opportunity
Damn. I'm freezing.
to harvest some of this. Okay. Let's cross our fingers for something good inside of this trailer. The other one was a little disappointing, but I do see we've already got one can
I'll
of
be
dog
hungry
food
later.
with a can opener, so we can get all of the food out of those. Some herbal teas. These are really useful. Whenever you drink an herbal tea before going to sleep, you will restore more of your restfulness. Worn driving gloves. I don't know if those are going to be an upgrade over what we currently have. Excuse me. And some worn climbing socks. I would still love to see a what's the word? Okay, we've got an energy bar. Getting quite lucky with food here. Trail
I
boots.
could use this.
Yeah, those are really nice. Book. Sadly, nothing in the drawer. Ragged baseball cap. Another hatchet.
Could end up being useful.
Another can opener. Okay. Energy bar. Anything else on these shelves? Nothing in this crate. And a tin of sardines. That does look like that's just about everything in here. But what I would like to do... So let's go ahead and take the opportunity to harvest. Yep, let's go ahead and harvest the entirety of this rabbit.
Never been so hungry in my life.
And we've got a couple of things that we can cure, including this rabbit pelt and this maple sapling. So we will leave these up here. And let's see. I think now's a good time. Maybe grab a little bit of firewood if we can. Wonder if this is a pathway to somewhere else. No, it looks like it's going to be blocked off. We do have something back here, though. Nothing on him. Okay.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Now with the raw meat, we are going to put off a bit of a scent. Alright. Save the other rabbit for now.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
really thought about it for a second. I considered taking a shot on that deer, letting it bleed out. But I don't know. That just seems a little bit risky. I don't really want to settle down here for too long. You know, spend all the time that's required in cooking and preparing that deer. Here's where our campfire was. This looks like this might be a passageway to somewhere. Could be blocked just like it was at the other end, but we'll see. Yeah, that would have been a very, very easy kill on the deer, but going to pass on it for now. Yeah, this is definitely... Where does it take us to is the question. This takes us to the ravine. Okay. We do have some food. But, I don't know, I kind of want to explore this area just a little bit more. Like I said, I've never been to Coastal Highway before. So, I kind of just want to explore it a little bit more before we go anywhere. I was looking to see if maybe there was some birch bark. Yep, now we are afflicted with hypothermia. Definitely don't want to start heading there right now, as it's just much too cold. Much too cold, still a little hungry. So I'm thinking let's go ahead and go for that second rabbit. And I'll show you guys a little bit of a trick if I can. So there he is. Let's get as close as we can before we throw this rock. As soon as he stops. Ah, he wouldn't stop. Dadgummit. Okay, well, come right to us. If we're gonna get that easy of a shot, I guess we'll take it. Okay. So, first things first, harvest. Let's get the guts. We'll leave the guts in here. So as you can see right now, we are starving, but that's okay, because we will restore HP whenever we sleep. So just to make our food last a little bit longer, we're not going to... Let me see this. Just to make our food last a little bit longer here, especially, you know, we're burning calories on an action right now. We will not eat until it's actually time to go to bed.
So hungry.
So... Leaving all of those out to cure. Got just a little bit of time left.
My fingers feel numb.
So let's find a little bit of wood if we can. Would like to get ourselves a fire started. Pick up that rabbit. There we go. Oops. Now, I will use the hatchet here since we have an extra one. We're just gonna use it up a bit. It was quite a cold day. It was never once at a point where we were able to stay out here.
Cold.
Okay. Let's check real quick. 14 sticks, that's plenty. I guess we also never checked to see if any of this new clothing can help us out, but... Point 2, point 1, point 1. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's definitely get those on. Those are a very nice upgrade. Those are not. Should have put those on earlier, but live and you learn. Well, if the goal of today's episode was to find food, I think we did pretty good. Getting ourselves 2 rabbits, all those extra candy bars to take with us. Killing that deer is still an option, but I don't know, man. The revolver's in such poor condition. I really don't want to take the risk on it, if that makes sense. So let's get this fire started. We've got time here, so do the torch trick.
Come on. Well, thank goodness for that.
Alright. Recycled can. Get some water going. Put this torch away. And let's start by cooking up this very small piece of rabbit. Put on here one of the bigger pieces of rabbit.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Go ahead and drink the water that we just made. Need to get a second one boiling. And yeah, this is looking good to me. So then we will add add, or I guess we can just take 2 torches here. Two good torches, very lucky. And we will also go ahead and, okay, we can't take the embers, can't take the charcoal until that's totally burned out. Pretty dark in here. Let's check to see if there's anything we can do real quick. Prepare a little bit of burdock before bed. Here we are, and now we will go ahead and eat our fill. I'm gonna go ahead and eat up all of the rabbit. It's truthfully not a lot, but that is what we have for today. We can use the can opener, open up this can of dog food, eat it as well. These can of sardines are really low quality, so I'm kind of worried about them. These are really good just to hold on to, as are the cattails. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and risk it and make some reishi. Okay, awesome. And drink ourselves a whole bunch of water. And as you can see right now, we are missing, what would you say, like a third of our HP right now. But check this out. I'm just going to tell the character to go to bed for 10 hours, fully sleep. And sure enough, almost, maybe the entire bar actually, we are fully healed. Still holding on to a very nice bank of calories. And that is the starvation trick. Make your food stretch just a little bit longer when you need it to. I'm gonna check around. Harvest one of these torches. I think torches are probably the #1 thing taking up our weight right now. No, that's 1.2. We do have a second can now, so that's very nice. We'll leave behind this. We'll leave behind this. Okay. Could definitely start breaking down some of these lower quality pieces of gear. Takes quite a bit of time to do that though. A lot of weight in cattail heads. So let's go ahead and drop 10 of them. Get ourselves half of a kilo back. Yeah, okay. That is, we are running into a bit of an inventory predicament. I would really like to get to a place where we can leave more of this stuff behind, but we don't exactly have a base location yet, so until that time, most of this stuff I want to continue to keep on me. Got about 1 kilo worth of clothing that we can get rid of. Let's see. Yep, so yeah, 1 kilo. Okay, this is actually really nice. I never noticed this before. There is 1 kilogram of unworn gear in the inventory. Got almost 2 kilos a first aid, a little bit over 3 of fire equipment, 2 kilos of food and drink. We have 8 kilos of tools, 1.2 of that being torches. 1 kilo is our bedroll, another is this. The hatchet's 1.5, revolver's 1.5, so that's all checking out. Okay, materials are being counted the same, but 1 kilo of cloth, also something that I'd like to leave behind. Okay. We are a little bit better than we ended last episode off. We've picked up just a little bit more clothing, which is nice. We're now at a +6 warmth bonus. Typically days are going to be around well, I guess we can just check. Right, like this early morning. Sorry, where's the door? There it is. So as we can see, the days right now, -38. These are pretty bad conditions though. But as the day warms up, warmest part of the day, still going to be around -10 to -12 Celsius. So we definitely need to get a little bit warmer gear. That's for sure. Once we're around +10 or so, we should be able to comfortably, travel around to the ravine without having to stop and take breaks to make a fire. Still have 3 totally empty slots for the inventory.
Better find some water.
We have a couple that definitely could be upgraded. These, for example, if we could repair them, 55% repair amount. I think these would get up to 1 Celsius, for example, if they were repaired. And this could be a lot better, I'm assuming, if it's around 50%. That's another Celsius. That's pretty good condition. This right here, this would be around 1 Celsius fully repaired. These 2 empty slots and this empty slot is really easy to see how we're going to be able to get to like +12 or +13, but for right now, clothing is going to become our #1 priority. Got the guts and the pelts curing. There is a workbench. So let's remember, so we're currently up here. It's very easy to get back to this trailer. But if you'll remember, there is a workbench down here near this cabin. Let's see. So I'm feeling like if this is the exit, this is probably, oh, it's really hard to tell. Maybe I can, okay, ravine, so we're right here in Coastal Highway. So we've got a lot to explore this way and eastwards. So I think plan for tomorrow is let's do that. Let's travel back down here. We'll leave all the supplies that we don't need in one of these cabins. And then we will travel kind of southwards, make sure that we've not missed anything down here. And then we will start exploring out east. Once we're done exploring east, we'll meet back up here, come back up, and probably cross through the ravine into Mystery Lake. Once we're in Mystery Lake, I think I know where a good number of, or there's a lot of good loot in Mystery Lake, and secondly, I know that there's a forge in Forlorn Muskeg, so we can start crafting ourselves some good arrows. Get a good bow and arrow going, pick up some nice loot in Mountain Town, maybe go for the moose hide satchel in Hushed River Valley. Then we'll make our trek back down to explore the rest of the east of the map. Once again, anything past Mystery Lake, so this entire half of the map I'm really unfamiliar with. Glad that we spawned here and not like somewhere up here, as I would be totally lost. Probably make for a very short playthrough. but I think we've got a plan. We've got enough food to get us where we need to go tomorrow. We've got enough carry weight to pick up anything along the way. Guys, I just want to thank y'all for checking out the series so far and following along with me. Take a quick sip, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.